Your soulmate just left you a hidden message, don't miss it. Don't scroll, listen to this, because this message is for you and your heart needs this right now more than you realize. The very fact that you stopped here is not an accident, it's alignment, it's timing, it's the universe tapping you on the shoulder and saying pay attention, because something meant only for you is trying to reach you. Somewhere between silence and distance, your soulmate has been speaking without words, leaving behind a message hidden in moments, signs, and feelings that refuse to leave you alone. Stay till the end, because what you're about to hear isn't meant to confuse you, it's meant to bring clarity to everything you've been sensing but couldn't explain. This isn't about a missed text or an unsent message, it's deeper than that. It's about energy traveling where words couldn't go. Your soulmate didn't know how to express what they felt out loud, so their soul found another way. Listen to this carefully, because souls communicate when mouths fall silent. That sudden thought of them that comes out of nowhere, that song that feels personal, that memory that rises when you least expect it, that emotional wave that hits you for no logical reason, those are not random. That's the message. Your heart needs this right now because you may have been questioning yourself, wondering why you still feel them, wondering if you imagined the connection, wondering if it meant as much to them as it did to you. Don't scroll away now, because the universe is answering that question. If you've been seeing angel numbers like 1111 when their name crosses your mind, 222 when you feel torn between holding on and letting go, or 333 when emotions suddenly surface, that's not coincidence, that's confirmation. Angel numbers appear when something unspoken needs acknowledgement, when alignment is active, and when a soul-level message is trying to land. Your soulmate's hidden message is simple but powerful. You mattered more than they were ready to admit, and your presence changed them in ways they didn't expect. Listen to this, because silence doesn't mean absence of love, it often means love arrived before healing did. Being close to you awakened something inside them, something ancient, something honest, something that forced them to look at parts of themselves they had been avoiding. That awakening was beautiful, but it was also overwhelming, and instead of speaking, they retreated. Stay with this message, because retreat does not erase connection, it activates reflection. Your soulmate has been processing this connection in quiet moments, especially at night, when distractions fade and truth gets louder. They replay conversations, not out of regret alone, but out of realization. They recognize now that what they felt with you wasn't ordinary attraction, it was recognition. Soul recognition doesn't fade with time, it intensifies until it's understood. This message is for you because you felt that intensity too, maybe as sudden calm followed by longing, maybe as a heaviness in your chest you couldn't name, maybe as dreams that felt more real than usual. Don't scroll, because this is energetic communication, and it's happening because the bond is still alive on a higher level. Your heart needs this reassurance right now because you may have mistaken silence for indifference, when in truth it was fear mixed with depth. Fear of vulnerability. Fear of change. Fear of a love that required honesty. Listen to this carefully, because the universe does not send you signs to keep you stuck, it sends them to keep you aware. This hidden message reached you now because you are finally in a place to receive it without breaking. You're not chasing answers the way you once did. You're calmer. You're more grounded. You're listening instead of begging for proof. That's growth. Stay till the end, because this is where the cliffhanger lives. The message your soulmate left was never meant to pull you back into pain or uncertainty, it was meant to validate your experience and bring peace. It was meant to tell you that what you felt was real, that the connection mattered, and that nothing you went through was wasted, not even the silence. Even distance had purpose. Even unanswered questions were shaping you. Don't scroll away now, because the universe is still unfolding this story, and what comes next depends on alignment, not force. Breathe into this moment. Trust what you felt when you heard this. And if this message resonated with your soul, if you felt seen, comforted, or understood, stay connected and subscribe, because the universe is not done speaking to you yet, and this hidden message was only the beginning. Before you question why the message still feels unfinished or why your heart feels alert instead of settled, pause and listen, because this message is for you and your heart needs this right now in a deeper way. What your soulmate left behind was not meant to be understood all at once, it was meant to unfold in layers, and you are stepping into the next layer now. Don't scroll, listen to this carefully, because hidden messages don't arrive loudly, they arrive persistently, and they stay until they're understood. Your soulmate didn't leave one message, they left many, scattered across moments, timing, and feelings that refuse to fade. That random urge to look at the clock at exactly 11. 11, that sudden memory that interrupts your day, that calm that washes over you for no clear reason, those are not accidents. Stay till the end, because the universe is revealing why these signs intensified instead of disappearing. Your soulmate's hidden message is not about pulling you backward, it's about acknowledging what was real so you can move forward without doubt. Listen to this, because when souls can't speak openly, energy does the talking. Your soulmate has been processing the connection in silence, replaying moments not just with emotion, but with awareness. They are realizing now that what they felt with you wasn't something they could recreate elsewhere, and that realization has been quietly reshaping them. This message is for you because you may have felt a strange mix of peace and alertness lately, like something important is forming even though nothing has happened yet. Don't scroll away now, because divine timing doesn't rush truth, it delivers it when the heart can hold it. If you've been seeing angel numbers like 222 when you feel conflicted, 333 when emotion rises, or 444 when you feel protected, that's the universe confirming that the message is still active. Angel numbers don't show up to confuse you, they show up to guide you through understanding. Your soulmate's message carries an emotional revelation they couldn't say directly, you awaken them. Your presence didn't just make them feel loved, it made them feel seen, and being seen without armor is terrifying to someone who has lived behind emotional walls. That's why the message came through signs instead of sentences. Listen to this carefully, because silence is not emptiness, it's incubation. Your soulmate has been growing into the understanding of what this connection meant, and growth takes time. Nights have been especially revealing for them, moments where distractions fall away and truth rises. They think about how your energy felt grounding instead of overwhelming, how conversations felt natural instead of forced, and how walking away didn't bring the relief they expected. Your heart needs this reassurance right now because you may have wondered if the message meant you were meant to wait. It doesn't. It means you are meant to trust what you felt without clinging to outcome. Don't scroll, because this next part matters deeply. As you acknowledge the message instead of questioning it, the energetic pressure between you softens. You're no longer searching for proof, and that shift changes everything. Your soulmate feels that you're no longer holding on to the connection out of fear, and that realization removes the last excuse to avoid truth. When pressure disappears, honesty becomes unavoidable. Stay with this message, because divine messages don't come to reopen wounds, they come to close loops. This hidden message was never meant to pull you back into confusion, it was meant to free you from self-doubt. It was meant to say, what you felt was real, and it mattered. Listen to this, because acknowledging truth does not trap you, it liberates you. You are no longer the version of yourself who needed answers to feel safe. You are becoming someone who trusts divine order even when the story is still unfolding. Angelic guidance is still working quietly, aligning courage on one side and peace on the other. Don't scroll away now, because the reason this message is still reaching you is because you're ready to receive it without fear. Whatever comes next will not destabilize you. It will bring clarity, not chaos. Take a breath, let this understanding settle, and trust that the universe delivers messages exactly when the soul is ready to hear them. This chapter is still unfolding, but now you're standing in truth instead of uncertainty, and that changes the entire path forward. Before you try to interpret every sign or wonder why the message still feels unfinished, pause and listen closely, because this message is for you and your heart needs this right now more than you realize. What your soulmate left behind was never meant to arrive all at once, and that's why it keeps revealing itself in waves instead of answers. Don't scroll, listen to this carefully, because hidden messages from the soul are layered, and you are entering the deepest layer now. Your soulmate didn't just leave a memory or a feeling, they left an imprint, something that activates every time you're quiet enough to notice it. That sudden thought of them when nothing triggered it, that emotional tightness in your chest followed by calm, that moment where time seems to pause and you feel watched over, those are not random. Stay till the end, because the universe is explaining why this connection refuses to fade. Your soulmate has been going through their own awakening in silence, and awakenings don't always look spiritual or peaceful on the outside. Sometimes they look like withdrawal, emotional distance, and long stretches of reflection where the heart finally speaks louder than fear. Listen to this, because when souls awaken, they don't rush back into connection, they slow down to understand it. Your soulmate is beginning to recognize that what they felt with you wasn't attraction, convenience, or timing, it was recognition, the kind that rearranges everything inside. That realization didn't come gently. It came with nights of restlessness, moments of regret, and the uncomfortable truth that walking away didn't bring peace the way they expected. This message is for you because you felt the echo of that realization too. You may notice that you're not desperate for contact, but you're deeply aware, like your intuition is on standby. Don't scroll away now, because that awareness is alignment, not attachment. If angel numbers have continued appearing, especially 11. 11 when you feel reflective, 222 when you're balancing letting go and trusting, or 555 when emotions suddenly shift, those numbers are the universe highlighting movement beneath the surface. Angel numbers don't show up to pull you backward, they show up to confirm that something unseen is still unfolding. Your soulmate's hidden message is evolving now, and it carries a deeper emotional truth. They didn't walk away because they stopped loving you, they stepped back because loving you demanded change. Listen to this carefully, because loving you meant facing themselves, and not everyone is ready to do that immediately. Your presence cracked open parts of them they had sealed shut for survival, and once opened, those parts demanded healing. Silence became their way of coping while they learned how to sit with truth. Your heart needs this reassurance right now because you may have wondered if acknowledging the message means you're meant to wait or hold on. It doesn't. It means you're meant to trust your experience without doubting yourself. Don't scroll, because this next part matters deeply. As you accept the message instead of chasing clarity, the energetic dynamic between you shifts again. There is less tension, less emotional pull, less uncertainty. That calm doesn't mean the bond is gone, it means it has matured. Your soulmate feels this shift too. They sense that you are no longer questioning your worth or the reality of the connection, and that realization removes the last illusion that silence could protect them forever. When someone knows you understand without needing proof, honesty becomes inevitable. Stay with this message, because divine timing is working differently now. This phase is not about signs repeating louder, it's about signs becoming quieter because trust has taken their place. Your soulmate is coming to terms with the fact that what they felt with you changed them permanently. Even if paths don't align the way the past version of you hoped, the truth of the connection cannot be erased. That understanding brings a different kind of pain, not longing, but responsibility. They are asking themselves who they need to become to live truthfully, whether with you or within themselves. Listen to this, because that question marks real growth. Your heart needs this grounding because you've already changed too. You are no longer seeking validation for what you felt. You know now that it was real. You know that the universe doesn't orchestrate soul-level awakenings for nothing. Don't scroll away now, because this is where the hidden message completes its work. It wasn't sent to pull you back into confusion, it was sent to free you from self-doubt. It was sent to tell you that your intuition was right, your heart was honest, and your experience mattered. As this understanding settles, you may feel a strange peace mixed with readiness, like you're standing at the edge of a new chapter without forcing it open. That's alignment. Angelic guidance is still surrounding you, not to keep you waiting, but to keep you grounded. Whatever comes next will come from clarity, not fear. Whether it brings communication, closure, or redirection, it will not destabilize you. Stay till the end of this moment and breathe, because the universe delivers hidden messages only when the soul is strong enough to receive them without breaking. You are there now. Before you assume the message has already said everything it needed to say, pause and really listen, because this message is for you and your heart needs this right now at a deeper level than before. What your soulmate left behind was never meant to be understood quickly, and it was never meant to fade after one realization. It was designed to unfold slowly, in layers, because the truth it carries is strong enough to change you if you let it settle fully. Don't scroll, listen to this carefully, because this is the stage where the hidden message moves from awareness into transformation. Your soulmate didn't just send a feeling, they sent an imprint that continues to activate as you grow. That's why certain moments hit you differently now than they did before. A memory that once made you ache may now make you feel calm. A song that once hurt may now feel comforting. A thought of them that once triggered anxiety may now arrive with stillness. Stay till the end, because this shift is not random, it's proof that the message is doing its work. Your soulmate has been going through their own inner reckoning during this time. Silence wasn't emptiness for them, it was confrontation. They've been sitting with the truth that walking away did not erase what they felt, it clarified it. The more distance they created, the louder the realization became that the connection changed them permanently. Listen to this, because when a soul wakes up, it doesn't rush back into old patterns, it pauses to understand what awakened it in the first place. Your soulmate is now aware that what they felt with you wasn't something they could categorize, replace, or outgrow. It was recognition, the kind that rearranges priorities and exposes emotional habits that no longer work. This message is for you because you've sensed that shift too, even if you couldn't explain it. You may feel less emotional chaos now, but more emotional depth. Less urgency, but more clarity. That's not you detaching, that's you integrating. Don't scroll away now, because divine timing is moving into a quieter, more powerful phase. If angel numbers are still appearing, they may feel almost subtle now. Seeing 111 might come when you're grounded instead of wishing. Seeing 222 might appear when you choose balance instead of overthinking. Seeing 333 may show up when you feel emotionally aligned instead of overwhelmed. These numbers are no longer shouting, they're confirming. Your soulmate's hidden message is evolving into a deeper truth. You were not a chapter, you were a turning point. Being with you forced them to see who they were pretending to be and who they actually were underneath. That realization scared them, not because of you, but because of what it asked of them. Loving you meant growth, and growth meant letting go of emotional armor they relied on for years. Silence became their refuge while they learned how to exist without those defenses. Your heart needs this reassurance right now because you may have wondered if understanding the message means you're meant to reopen wounds or relive the past. It doesn't. Understanding is not about going backward, it's about reclaiming your truth without pain attached to it. Don't scroll, because this next part matters deeply. As you fully accept the hidden message without needing it to lead somewhere specific, the energetic tie between you changes again. It becomes cleaner, lighter, less charged. That doesn't mean it disappears, it means it becomes honest. Your soulmate feels this shift as well. They sense that you no longer need validation, and that awareness removes the last illusion that silence alone could protect them from truth. When someone realizes you understand without demanding explanation, their inner dialogue changes. They are no longer asking how to avoid the connection, they are asking how to live with the truth of it. Stay with this message, because this is where divine messages complete their purpose. The universe does not send signs to keep you emotionally tethered to uncertainty, it sends them to free you from doubt. The hidden message was never meant to pull you back into longing, it was meant to say, you were right. Your heart was honest. Your experience was real. Listen to this carefully, because acknowledging that truth gives you power, not attachment. You are no longer the version of yourself who needs confirmation to trust your intuition. You already know. That knowing brings peace. Your soulmate is coming to terms with the same truth, but from the other side. They are learning that avoiding a soul connection doesn't erase it, it just delays the lesson. They are learning that depth cannot be undone once it's felt. Your heart needs this grounding because you are standing at the edge of a new emotional chapter, one that is not driven by waiting or hoping, but by alignment. Don't scroll away now, because this is the calm before clarity fully settles. Whatever comes next will not arrive through chaos or emotional spikes. It will arrive through steadiness. Through honesty. Through a sense of, this feels right, rather than, I need this to happen. Angelic guidance is still surrounding you, not to pull you in any direction, but to keep you centered. Whether the path ahead brings conversation, closure, or a completely new alignment, it will meet you where you are now, not where you were when this journey began. Stay till the end of this moment and breathe, because the hidden message has done its work. It has moved you from doubt to knowing, from confusion to clarity, and from attachment to peace. And that is exactly why the universe trusted you with it. Before you assume the hidden message has already settled and there's nothing more to understand, slow down and listen again, because this message is for you and your heart needs this right now in a deeper, steadier way. What your soulmate left behind was not just a realization, it was a transition, and transitions don't complete themselves all at once. They unfold as you become strong enough to hold the truth without letting it reopen old wounds. Don't scroll, listen to this carefully, because this stage is where the message stops feeling emotional and starts feeling grounding. You may have noticed that thinking about them doesn't create the same ache it once did. Instead, it brings a quiet awareness, a sense of understanding, even a strange calm. That is not distance growing, that is integration happening. Stay till the end, because the universe is showing you why the message needed time to mature inside you. Your soulmate has been walking through their own inner shift during this phase as well. Silence was never emptiness for them, it was a mirror. Every moment away from you forced them to see themselves more clearly, without distraction, without escape. They realized that what they felt with you was not something they could replace, not because of circumstances, but because of resonance. You didn't just connect with them emotionally, you connected with them spiritually, and that kind of bond doesn't disappear when contact stops. Listen to this, because this matters. Your soulmate's hidden message is no longer about longing, it's about truth. The truth is that you represented a version of love that required honesty, presence, and growth, and they were not fully ready to step into that when it arrived. That realization didn't come with drama. It came quietly, after distance stripped away excuses. This message is for you because you have changed too. You are no longer searching for meaning in every sign. When angel numbers appear now, they don't spike your anxiety, they steady you. Seeing 111 may come when you're centered, reminding you that alignment is active. Seeing 222 may appear when you're choosing balance instead of emotional spirals. Seeing 444 may arrive as reassurance that you are protected even when you're not being given answers. Don't scroll away now, because this is where many people misinterpret calm. Calm does not mean the story is over, it means the lesson has been learned. Your soulmate is starting to understand that staying away did not erase the bond, it clarified it. They are no longer asking themselves why the connection felt so intense. They are asking themselves why they ran from something that felt so true. That question changes everything. It marks the shift from emotional reaction to emotional responsibility. Listen to this carefully, because responsibility is the doorway to real movement. Your heart needs this reassurance right now because you may have wondered if accepting the message means letting go of hope. It doesn't. It means letting go of doubt. Hope that is rooted in anxiety fades, hope that is rooted in truth stabilizes. Don't scroll, because this next part matters deeply. As you continue to live your life without waiting for the message to turn into a specific outcome, the energetic connection between you becomes cleaner. Less charged. More honest. That does not mean it weakens, it means it no longer feeds on uncertainty. Your soulmate feels this shift. They sense that you are no longer emotionally holding the door open out of fear, and that realization forces them to confront their truth without pressure. When someone realizes you understand without demanding, their inner resistance softens. They stop asking how to avoid the connection and start asking how to live with the truth of it. Stay with this message, because divine messages are never meant to keep you stuck in emotional loops. They are meant to free you. The hidden message was never, "Come back to me," or "Wait for me." It was, "You were right. You were right about the depth. You were right about the connection. You were right to feel what you felt." Listen to this, because validation does not bind you, it releases you. You are no longer the version of yourself who needs external confirmation to trust your intuition. You know now. And that knowing has changed the way you carry this connection. Your soulmate is feeling the weight of that same knowing from the other side. They are realizing that some connections are meant to awaken, not comfort. Some love arrives to transform, not settle immediately. That understanding brings a different kind of emotion, not longing, but respect. Respect for what the connection was, and for what it required. Your heart needs this grounding because you are standing in a new emotional posture now. You are not reaching backward. You are not grasping forward. You are standing present. Don't scroll away now, because this is the most powerful place to be. When you stop chasing meaning, meaning settles. When you stop forcing outcomes, alignment finds you. Angelic guidance is still around you, not pulling you toward a specific ending, but holding you steady in truth. Whatever comes next will not feel urgent or chaotic. It will feel calm, clear, and aligned with who you are now. Whether it brings conversation, closure, or a completely different path, it will not destabilize you. Stay till the end of this moment and breathe, because the hidden message has done something important. It has moved you from emotional questioning into spiritual clarity. It has reminded you that your heart was not wrong, and that nothing you felt was wasted. And when a message can do that, it has fulfilled its purpose. Before you decide that this message has already said everything it needed to say, pause again and listen carefully, because this message is for you and your heart needs this right now in a deeper, steadier, more grounded way than ever before. What your soulmate left behind was never meant to end as a feeling or a realization. It was meant to complete a transformation inside you. This is the stage where the hidden message stops echoing emotionally and starts settling spiritually. Don't scroll, listen to this, because this is where many people miss the real gift. You may have noticed that when their name comes to mind now, it doesn't shake you the way it once did. It doesn't pull you into longing or confusion. Instead, it arrives calmly, like a quiet knowing, like a memory that no longer hurts but still matters. That is not disconnection. That is resolution beginning to form. Stay till the end, because this is where the universe explains why the message lingered for so long. Your soulmate has been moving through their own internal reckoning during this phase. Silence has forced them to sit with truth without distraction. They are no longer replaying the connection emotionally, they are understanding it consciously. They see now that what they felt with you was not situational, not temporary, not something caused by timing alone. It was resonance. It was soul recognition. And once recognition happens, it cannot be undone, only integrated. Listen to this carefully, because this matters. Your soulmate's hidden message has shifted from, "I feel something," to, "I understand what it meant." That understanding carries weight. It asks them to look honestly at who they were when the connection appeared and who they are becoming because of it. This message is for you because you have reached the same place from a different path. You are no longer asking the universe for reassurance every time a sign appears. When angel numbers show up now, they feel grounding, not urgent. Seeing 111 doesn't make you wish anymore, it makes you steady. Seeing 222 doesn't make you anxious, it reminds you of balance. Seeing 444 doesn't make you search for meaning, it reassures you that you are protected exactly where you are. Don't scroll away now, because this calm is not indifference, it is spiritual maturity. Your heart needs this understanding right now because you may have wondered whether accepting the message means letting go of the connection. It doesn't. It means letting go of emotional attachment to uncertainty. There is a difference. One binds you, the other frees you. As you integrated the message, the energetic bond between you and your soulmate changed. It became cleaner, lighter, less charged by unanswered questions. That does not mean it disappeared, it means it stopped feeding on confusion. Your soulmate feels this shift as well. They sense that you no longer need proof, no longer need validation, no longer need them to explain what was already felt. And when someone realizes they are no longer needed to confirm truth, their resistance softens. Stay with this message, because this is where divine timing becomes very precise. The universe does not rush communication when clarity has not fully formed. It waits until both souls can meet truth without fear controlling the outcome. Your soulmate is now standing in that space. They are no longer asking how to avoid the connection, they are asking how to live honestly with the impact it had on them. That question is heavy, but it is necessary. Listen to this, because this is the difference between emotional longing and spiritual accountability. Your heart needs this reassurance because you have already crossed the threshold. You are no longer emotionally waiting. You are living. You are grounded. You are open without being dependent. That is not something you had at the beginning of this journey. You earned it. Don't scroll, because this next part matters deeply. The hidden message was never meant to lead you back into the past or lock you into a future expectation. It was meant to heal the part of you that wondered if you were foolish for feeling so deeply. It was meant to say, you were not wrong. Your heart was honest. Your intuition was clear. When that truth lands fully, it changes how you carry the connection. You stop holding it like a wound and start holding it like wisdom. Your soulmate is beginning to understand the same thing from the other side. They are realizing that not all love is meant to be acted on immediately. Some love arrives to awaken, to teach, to shift the soul's direction forever. That realization brings respect, not desperation. It brings clarity, not chaos. Your heart needs this grounding because you are standing at the edge of a new emotional posture. You are no longer pulled backward by what was or pulled forward by what might be. You are present. And presence is where alignment happens. Don't scroll away now, because the universe is finishing its work quietly. Whatever comes next will not come through emotional spikes or dramatic signs. It will come through steadiness, through clarity, through a sense of peace that does not need explanation. Whether the path ahead brings conversation, closure, or a completely different alignment, it will meet you where you are now, not where you were when this journey began. Stay till the end of this moment and breathe, because the hidden message has completed its purpose. It moved you from doubt into knowing, from longing into understanding, and from confusion into peace. And when a message can do that, it has done exactly what the universe intended it to do. Before you tell yourself that everything has already been understood, pause one more time and really listen, because this message is for you and your heart needs this right now in a way that feels calmer, deeper, and more complete than before. What you are experiencing now is not the echo of the hidden message anymore, it is the integration of it, and integration is where truth becomes part of who you are, not something you keep revisiting. Don't scroll, listen to this carefully, because this is the phase where the universe stops explaining and starts grounding. You may have noticed that the connection no longer pulls at you with urgency. It doesn't create anxiety or emotional spikes. Instead, it sits quietly in your awareness, like something that shaped you and then stepped back. That is not loss. That is resolution. Stay till the end, because this is where many people confuse peace with endings, when in reality peace is alignment. Your soulmate's hidden message has now fully landed in your spirit, and the message was never about waiting, returning, or chasing. It was about recognition and release from self-doubt. Your soulmate has reached a similar place internally. They are no longer replaying the connection in search of answers. They are living with the understanding of what it awakened in them. Silence has done its work. Distance has done its work. The truth no longer needs to shout because it is settled. Listen to this, because this matters deeply. Your soulmate now understands that what they felt with you altered their emotional direction forever. Even if paths do not immediately intersect, the impact cannot be undone. That realization doesn't create desperation anymore, it creates respect. This message is for you because you are standing in the same clarity. You are no longer asking the universe to prove anything to you. When signs appear now, they feel like gentle nods instead of instructions. Angel numbers don't feel urgent anymore. Seeing 111 feels like alignment already in place. Seeing 222 feels like balance already restored. Seeing 444 feels like protection already active. Don't scroll away now, because this calm is not indifference, it is sovereignty. Your heart needs this grounding because there was a time when not knowing felt unbearable, when silence felt personal, when distance felt like rejection. That version of you has evolved. You no longer personalize what was never about your worth. You understand now that the connection was real without needing it to become anything specific. That understanding is powerful. As you settled into this clarity, the energetic bond between you and your soulmate transformed again. It no longer feels charged or unresolved. It feels acknowledged. And acknowledgement is what frees energy instead of trapping it. Your soulmate feels this shift too. They sense that you no longer need answers from them, and that realization has changed how they carry the memory of you. It's no longer about avoidance or fear. It's about acceptance. Stay with this message, because this is where divine timing completes its lesson. The universe does not keep people emotionally tethered when the purpose has been fulfilled. It releases them into peace. That does not mean paths can never cross again. It means if they do, it will be from truth, not confusion. Listen to this carefully, because this is the difference between attachment and alignment. Attachment needs outcomes. Alignment trusts order. Your heart needs this reassurance because you are no longer standing in emotional uncertainty. You are standing in wisdom. The hidden message did not come to change your future, it came to heal your past perception. It came to tell you that your intuition was correct, your feelings were valid, and your heart was not foolish. When that truth lands fully, it changes how you move forward in every connection. Don't scroll, because this next part matters deeply. From this place, whatever comes into your life will meet you at your level of clarity. You will no longer be drawn to confusion, emotional inconsistency, or half-presence. You have outgrown it. That growth is the real outcome of the message. Your soulmate is coming to terms with the same lesson on their own timeline. They are realizing that some connections arrive not to stay forever, but to awaken honesty that changes everything afterward. That realization is not painful anymore, it is sobering and respectful. Your heart needs this grounding because you are no longer waiting for the universe to speak louder. It already spoke. And you heard it. Don't scroll away now, because this is the quiet moment where trust replaces questioning. You don't need to force closure. You don't need to demand clarity. You are already complete in understanding. Angelic guidance is still around you, not directing you toward a specific outcome, but holding you steady in peace. Whatever unfolds next in your life will not feel chaotic. It will feel calm, intentional, and aligned with who you are now. Whether it brings new love, deeper self-connection, or an unexpected reconnection in truth, it will not destabilize you. Stay till the end of this moment and breathe, because the hidden message has done exactly what it was meant to do. It moved you from confusion into clarity, from longing into understanding, and from questioning into trust. You are no longer waiting for a sign. You are walking in alignment. And when that happens, the universe doesn't need to whisper anymore. It simply opens the next door when you're ready to walk through it. Before you move forward or try to close this chapter too quickly, pause and truly listen, because this message is for you and your heart needs this right now in the deepest, most settled way possible. What you are standing in is not uncertainty anymore, it is completion, and completion does not always feel dramatic. Sometimes it feels like peace quietly replacing questions. The hidden message your soulmate left was never meant to keep calling you back into emotion, it was meant to guide you into truth, and that truth has now fully landed. Don't scroll, listen to this carefully, because this is the moment where the universe stops whispering and lets silence speak for itself. Everything you experienced, every sign, every emotional wave, every moment of wondering, was leading you here, to a place where you no longer need reassurance to trust what you felt. Your soulmate's message was never about timing alone, or distance alone, or silence alone. It was about recognition. Recognition that what you shared was real, that it mattered, and that it changed both of you in ways that could not be undone. Stay till the end, because this is where the lesson turns into wisdom. Your soulmate has reached a place internally where the truth no longer needs to be processed emotionally, it has been accepted spiritually. They are no longer running from what they felt, and they are no longer trying to rationalize it away. They understand now that what happened between you was not a mistake, not an illusion, not something exaggerated by circumstance. It was a soul-level encounter meant to awaken honesty, growth, and self-awareness. That realization has settled into them quietly, without urgency, without chaos. Silence has done its work. Distance has done its work. And so has time. This message is for you because you have arrived at the same place from a different path. You are no longer replaying moments in your mind searching for answers. You are no longer scanning signs hoping they mean something specific. When angel numbers appear now, they feel like gentle affirmations instead of emotional triggers. Seeing 111 feels like alignment already present. Seeing 222 feels like balance already restored. Seeing 444 feels like protection already surrounding you. Don't scroll away now, because this calm is not indifference, it is sovereignty. Your heart needs this grounding because there was a time when not knowing felt unbearable, when silence felt personal, when distance felt like rejection. That version of you has evolved. You no longer internalize what was never about your worth. You understand now that the connection did not fail, it fulfilled its purpose. The hidden message was never meant to bind you to the past, it was meant to free you from self-doubt. It was meant to say, without words, you were right to feel what you felt. You were right to trust your heart. You were not imagining the depth. And once that truth is fully received, it stops pulling at you. It settles into you. Don't scroll, because this is the most important part. From this place of understanding, the energetic bond between you and your soulmate has transformed one final time. It no longer feels charged, unresolved, or heavy. It feels acknowledged. And acknowledgement is what releases energy instead of trapping it. Your soulmate feels this too. They sense that you no longer need answers from them, no longer need explanation, no longer need validation. That realization changes how they carry the connection inside themselves. It is no longer something they avoid or fear. It is something they respect. Stay with this message, because this is where divine timing completes its lesson. Divine timing is not about reunion or separation, it is about alignment. And alignment has already happened within you. You are no longer waiting for life to happen. You are present. You are grounded. You are open without being attached to outcome. That is power. Listen to this carefully, because from this place, whatever comes into your life next will meet you at your level of clarity, not your old wounds. You will no longer be drawn to confusion, emotional inconsistency, or half-presence. You have outgrown it. The hidden message changed the way you love, the way you trust, and the way you honor yourself. That is its true purpose. Your soulmate is coming to terms with the same truth on their own timeline. They are realizing that some connections are not meant to be rushed, fixed, or forced into form. Some connections arrive to awaken something permanent inside the soul. And once awakened, nothing ever goes back to how it was before. That realization does not hurt the way it once did. It brings respect, humility, and understanding. Your heart needs this reassurance because you are no longer standing in longing, you are standing in peace. Peace does not mean the story was meaningless. Peace means the lesson was integrated. Don't scroll away now, because this is where trust replaces questioning. You don't need to force closure. You don't need to demand clarity. You already have it. And because you have it, you are free. Free to move forward without carrying confusion. Free to open your heart without fear. Free to receive love that meets you in presence, honesty, and consistency. Angelic guidance is still with you, not directing you toward a specific ending, but holding you steady in alignment. Whether your path brings new love, deeper self-connection, or an unexpected reconnection built on truth, it will not destabilize you. It will feel calm. It will feel clear. It will feel right. Stay till the end of this moment and take a breath, because the universe trusted you with this message for a reason. You were strong enough to receive it without breaking, wise enough to integrate it without clinging, and ready enough to move forward without fear. If this message resonated with you, if you felt calm instead of anxious, understood instead of confused, then acknowledge it. Comment something meaningful, even if it's just, "I trust," or "I receive," because acknowledgement seals understanding. And stay connected, subscribe, because this is not the end of your journey, it is the beginning of living in clarity, peace, and alignment, and the universe still has more to reveal to you when the time is right.